here, JBF Music and Guitar Lessons. In this quick guitar tricks we're looking at how to do a modern prog solo, a bit like Steve Vai, John Petrucci or maybe Opeth, in under 5 minutes. Alright, I'll explain a bit as to what I was doing in the intro there. First up, you want to know the chords. We've got a B minor and a B flat major, each being played for 2 bars. The basic idea I'm using here is switching between the scales or the modes over the chords. The chords are not in the same key, so we have quite a few choices. I've opted for B for Jane, over the B minor and B flat Lydian, over the B flat major. To keep things as simple as possible, I'll just be using those 3 note per string shapes in the tab above. Obviously, as you get more comfortable, you can add in the rest of the notes from the scale, move all around the fretboard, but one step at a time, eh? So to begin with, maybe just play straight 8th notes going up or down the scale, changing with the chord. I've organised this in such a way that you basically just have to go up one scale, down it, and then change at the chord change. The next idea is you want to target a chord tone, that is a note from the chord on the first beat of the bar where the chord changes. Thinking about bar chords or arpeggios is probably the best way into it. So if it changes on the B minor, landing on one of these notes, or the flat third, when it goes to the B flat major, targeting one of these notes, or the major third. Not the most thrilling exercise, but a very good building block. Next, I'd suggest taking a basic rhythm. I'm going to do 2 half notes in a bar, then quarter note triplets for the next. This way we don't have to think about the rhythm too much and can concentrate on switching between the scales and landing on the chord tone. So some of you may have noticed there's actually a chord tone in common, D. It's the flat third of B and the major third of B flat. If you use that when transitioning, it will sound smoother if that's the sort of sound that you want. When you're more comfortable with that, try changing the rhythm up a bit, maybe adding in some bends. Bonus tip for you there, you can bend notes from one scale into the other. There I bent a B flat up to a B, when going from the B flat Lydian to the B for Jane. As a last bonus tip, you can use this with different scales over different progressions. Here I'm picking this pattern. I'm moving it up a semitone. I like a C Lydian sound over what is essentially a C at 9, but to make it a bit more exotic, I'm going to go for a Lydian augmented. For the next one, the notes I'm picking suggest to me a C sharp minor at 9. At this time I think I'll go with a C sharp Aeolian. I'll just have a whittle using the ideas we've already outlined, which to recap are know the chords you're playing over, decide on the scales or modes being used, target the chord tones on the change, look for common notes to smooth this over, add in bends and slides to make it a bit more vocal. As you get more comfortable, try using more than 2 chords in the progression, expanding the scale beyond just 3 strings, different time signatures and all that sort of thing. that was an introduction to progressive metal soloing in about 5 minutes. There are other ways to approach this and you can go much deeper into the understanding, but as a rough guide this should set you in the right direction. Anyway, this has been Quick Tricks, that's the playlist up there. Check out some of the other videos I've done, hit subscribe, leave a like and a comment, it'd be great to get some more chat going. And yep, share and enable notifications with that little bell on the side if you feel so inclined. Cheers guys.